Ever wonder what makes a short viral video actually work? Well, a lot of the time it's a classic story structure just hiding in plain sight. Today, we're going to dissect a script for a 15-second video that is a perfect example of this. We're going to break down how it builds a character, creates conflict, and lands a killer punchline, all in less time than it takes to tie your shoes. So the story kicks off with this simple, super relatable idea. This one line right here does two really important things. It sets a peaceful mood, and it introduces our main character. But see that ellipsis at the end? That's a classic storytelling trick. It's basically a little promise that this piece, yeah, it's about to get shattered. And that, of course, brings us to Act 1, the setup. You know, every story, I don't care if it's 15 seconds or 3 hours long, needs a baseline, a sense of normal. This is so important because for the disruption to really have an impact, we first have to understand what's being disrupted. This is the calm right before the comedic storm. And look how it does it. In just 3 seconds, the script uses this combo of visuals and audio to create this powerful feeling of calm. You've got the lazy yawn, the slow zoom, that soft music. It's all working together to build this vibe of total safety and quiet. And that just makes the chaos that's about to happen so much more unexpected and, honestly, way funnier. Okay, time for Act 2, the inciting incident. This is the moment right here that just shatters the calm and kicks the story into high gear. Our antagonist is about to make their grand entrance. And there it is, the motivation. This is just brilliant because it's so perfectly cat. The cat isn't evil. No, it's the cat master. And it's just enforcing its own weird, mysterious set of rules. And what was the dog's crime? Being too quiet. This line gives the cat a really clear, if totally absurd, point of view. It's an agent of chaos. I love how this script breaks this attack down. It's not just some random slap. Oh no, there's a very deliberate build-up. The slow walk, that judgmental stare. I mean, that's where the tension and the comedy really start to cook. By the time the paw actually comes out, the anticipation is just everything. The slap itself is just the physical punchline to this silent 4-step joke. And this slide right here perfectly illustrates the heart of the comedy. The visual is sharp, it's sudden, but the audio, that is pure cartoon. You get that crisp slap sound, but it's immediately undercut by a funny boing sound. So the key is we're being told visually that something kind of aggressive just happened, but our ears are telling us, hey, it's okay to laugh. It's not mean, it's hilarious. All right, that brings us to the final act, the payoff. After the setup and the conflict, we get the resolution. This is where the story lands its final joke and leaves a real impression on you. So what is the punchline exactly? Well, it's not a line somebody says. It's all visual. The comedy comes from the total contrast, right? You have the dog's pure, utter confusion on one side, and on the other, the cat's completely nonchalant exit, like its work here is done. See ya. And then the script gives us this perfect little subtitle, just to make sure we are all in on the joke. And this is the emotional core of the punchline. We feel for the dog. Its confusion is so pure, so innocent. This little inner monologue creates this wave of empathy that, ironically, makes the whole ridiculous situation even funnier. And the sound design just seals the deal. We get this comically sad violin music, just pouring salt in the dog's emotional wound. And then, as the cat walks away, a single, final meow. It's the audio equivalent of a mic drop. The cat has won. The story is over. Incredible. The script's optional tagline just captures the universal truth of this whole thing perfectly. It connects this one silly moment to a shared experience for pretty much anyone who has ever lived with both cats and dogs. It just sums it all up in a few words. So, when you pull back, what does this all show us? Well, it shows that great storytelling isn't about length, it's about structure. This script is proof that in just 15 seconds, you can build a world, introduce characters, create real conflict, and deliver a super satisfying punchline. It's a perfect 3-act story, just in miniature. And it leaves us with one last thing to chew on. You know, from the cat's perspective, this might have been a totally necessary act to restore the proper noisy balance to the universe. But from the dog's perspective, it was just random, unprovoked chaos. So who's right? Well, I guess that probably depends on whether you're a cat person or a dog person.